My name is Thomas Eddings. I'm 98 years old, and tonight I wear this uniform not for pride, but for a promise. This violin, it's older than my war scars. I haven't played it in nearly 70 years, not since the day I buried my brother, not since the day the music stopped meaning joy. We were boys pretending to be men. Two kids from Kansas who signed up because we thought duty meant glory. It didn't. His name was Samuel, my twin. He played the piano. I played the violin. We used to practice in our father's barn. And even during the war, when we had 5 minutes of quiet, we'd hum parts of Mozart or grin about how we'd start a little music shop together when we came home. But in 1945, during a mission in France, we got ambushed. Bullets, fire, screaming, then silence. When I found him, he was still clutching a crumpled sheet of music. His chest wasn't moving. I screamed his name until my throat tore. They gave me a medal. I threw it away. What good is a medal when the one person who made life bearable is gone? I came back. I survived, but I left everything else behind. I never played again. Couldn't. The strings hurt too much. Not my fingers, but my heart. I married, had kids, told them I was a hero, but I knew the truth. I was just the one who lived. And yet, last week I found his old sheet music, the one he carried the day he died. The corners still torn, blood still faintly staining the margins. And I heard him, his voice, his laugh, the way he'd call me Tommy Boy. So tonight, I wear this uniform not to be saluted, but to say sorry. I play this violin not because I still can, but because I never did. This music, this trembling melody, is for the boy who never came home, for the brother who died with a dream in his pocket, and for every soldier who gave the music of their life for a silence we can never repay. This song is the only medal that ever mattered.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
My name is Edith Salen. I'm 102 years old. And tonight, for the first time in 83 years, I'm going to play the piano again. Not because I want to, because I owe someone a goodbye. I used to play every day. They called me a prodigy. I could play with my eyes closed, like the piano was part of my heartbeat. But after 1942 I stopped. The last time I played was in a locked room with no windows. It was supposed to be a hiding place, but it felt more like a tomb. My husband, David, and I were on the run. We had nowhere to go, so someone hid us in a storage room beneath an old church. There was a piano there, broken keys, out of tune, covered in dust. But it was all we had. For over a year, David asked me to play, said it reminded him of a time before sirens and whispers. So I played, even when we were cold, even when we were hungry, even when silence felt safer. And on the coldest night of that winter, when his hands were too numb to hold mine, he asked me to play something happy. I played Clair de Lune. He died before I reached the final note. When I was rescued, I was no longer a girl, just skin, bones, and grief. I left the piano behind and I swore never to play again. Life moved forward. I remarried. I had children. I lost many. I smiled when I had to, but the room never left me. It came back in dreams, in the quiet, in the cracks of everyday life. And always I could hear David saying, "Just one more song, Edith." So tonight, after 83 years, I sat down at my granddaughter's piano. My fingers, old, fragile, still remembered. And as I played, I wasn't 102 anymore. I was 19, in that hidden room, with the man I loved, with no windows, no escape, no time left. He never got his final song, so tonight he will.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.